Today's the first day of Cooking with Cops, and I'm so excited and looking forward to partnering with some of our police officers here at Notre Dame. Cooking with Cops is a great engagement piece for engaging our youth. And one of the things that's going to come up through conversations is the importance of education, and also giving them some options about what careers they can possibly go into, including the culinary arts, as well as law enforcement and professional security. Calvin Metz is the chef at the Morris Inn who brought this idea to Notre Dame. I had Calvin in a class for supervisors, frontline supervision cohort, in the fall of 2017. He mentioned this program from Chicago that he was bringing here called Cooking with Cops. I told Calvin, this is perfect outreach and engagement for us, and if he could get this pulled off here at Notre Dame, count me in.
Growing up on the west side of Chicago, there was always a negative perception of police officers. We were taught at a very young age to have a natural distrust for officers. I had my first positive experience with someone wearing a badge when I was in college. I was stranded on the side of the road on I-65, and I had a flat tire, and a police officer stopped and helped me fix my flat. It was like mind-boggling. I'm like, these guys were legit. They were there to help, not so much to harm or put fear in. So one of the main objectives of Cooking with Cops for us here at Notre Dame is just to change the perception. Change the perception of the kids that the police are their adversaries. I want them to feel liberated and feel that they can call the cops not just when things are bad, that they have a relationship with the cop when things are good as well. And what better way to do that than to have those kids work hand in hand with police officers in full uniforms and show them that those guys can have fun too. You know, those guys are just like your dad or your uncle, or that guy in the neighborhood or your coach that helps you out with AAU basketball or whatever sport it may be. Those police officers are human beings. And what better way to show that than with food?
These, you can see it's recording right now. That's because if we were doing a traffic stop, we'd want to see what's going on. So you got that. I mean, this goes.
I do see at times that there's an issue between law enforcement and their communities. And what law enforcement needs to do is quit being a call for service and more community oriented. We need more officers out there on a beat, walking, interacting with people, especially kids. We need to be able to focus on trying to change the minds of our community members by letting them get to know us on a very personal level. If that means getting out there and playing basketball, if that means getting out there and running with them, joking with them, that's what we need to do. Because once they get to know us on that level, they trust us more and there wouldn't be much animosity.
In our society today, it takes about 100 good acts of kindness by police officers to get maybe an attaboy or just kind of a gratitude, shown at them. It takes one bad act to give all of us a bad name. So what we do in this is show them that, hey, you know what, we're normal people just like you. We have families, we have careers, we have interests, and we have likes and dislikes as well. And I think through the good conversations that we have with these kids, they're able to see us in a different light.
Before I started Cooking with Cops, I never met a cop or talked to them and interacted with them. I thought the police, I was going to be I was going to be afraid of them a little bit, but then once I started to talk with them and interact with them, I noticed that I was not afraid and they were not scary. They're pretty chill and they're very nice, and yeah.
So the value of personal interaction is always phenomenal. The opportunity to have a kid get next to a cop and say, you're a real person too. When you put the apron on a cook or a chef, when you put the apron on a police officer, when you put the apron on a kid, we're all the same. We're in the kitchen to work together. We're putting out a great meal. We're using wonderful life skills. We've got sanitation and safety. We've got showing up on time, responsibility. We've got working as a team and taking care of each other. The apron ties everybody together, and doesn't matter what your background is, doesn't matter where you're from, doesn't matter what career you're in. We're all in this together. And that message here at the Morris Inn, here on the campus of Notre Dame, just consistent with our values, is what we're trying to do in giving back with Cooking with Cops.